My name is Jesse Braxton. I was a victim of a plane crash, and until my death, was stranded on an island left to fend for myself. Video log entry 3. I slept much better last night. I guess being tired from the night before really knocked me out. Yet despite one good night's sleep, I was not prepared for what I had to do today. I realized I should not leave the pilot's body in the plane like that. It's sort of my fault that he died. The least I can do for him is to give him a proper burial. But trying to get his body from the plane wreckage to the shore was really tough. Before I'd even left to get to the wreckage, I already knew it would be a challenge. Trying to swim out there with this arm, but I did it. By the time I got to the wreckage, I was already puffing, trying to catch my breath. It took me a few tries to get his body out of the plane, in between returning to the surface for air, but eventually I did it. I guess that was probably the hardest part of the entire thing. But still, from there I had to get his body to the shore, holding him with my right hand and kicking with my legs. Like I said, not easy, but I did it. Once we got to the shore, I dragged him up the bank. I found a nice area for a grave and started digging with my one good hand. It took a while, but eventually I'd made a hole big enough to put him into. So I then placed his body into the ground and covered him with sand. I added a few rocks around just to make it look a bit better. It's the least I could do. For a tombstone, all I could really find was pieces of bark. But I didn't even know his name, let alone his date of birth. So with the sharp stone, all I could write was, Pilot, died June 14, 2012. Once all that was done, it was too dark to go out looking for anything, so I just stuck by the shore and continued looking for a few seeds amongst the grass. Thinking about it now though, the days maybe seem shorter. Yes, the thing with the pilot took a while, but not a full 12 hours of daylight. That reminds me, I haven't mentioned how I've been sleeping. Well, not great, I can tell you that. The first night, all I could really find was sticks and leaves, anything dry to create a bit of a bed off the cold ground. Last night though, I did the same thing, but I used the reserve parachute as a blanket. I was able to dry it out during the day. It's a bit warmer, and the fire helped as well, of course. Tonight though, I was thinking of using the parachute as a hammock. If I can tie it to 2 trees securely enough, that might be a good way to keep me off the ground. I do realize that I'm going to need a more permanent living area while I try figure out how I'm going to get off this island. I'll stick to the shore for just a few days longer, but I think if I can get near the mountain not too far from here, I should be much better off. That height advantage should give me safety as well as a good view of my surroundings, maybe spot something that could mean the difference between life and death. Today's been a hectic day. Let's hope tomorrow's easier. Until then, Braxton out.